Look at my chain, look at my wrist, look at my game.
Yes, it's the Heat, SiriusXM. You're in Mina's house. I'm Mina SayWhat. It is Black Music Month, and I'm really excited because we are highlighting what's next in R&B and hip-hop. This guy is what's now, what's the future, what's next, everything. It's Trevor Jackson. He's in the studio. He's going to be singing live.
Yes. The sweetest thing I've ever heard. Thank you so much.
Really?
Yeah, it was very kind.
Well, I think because I know you for so long, I've seen your evolution. I just know how talented you are.
Thank you very much.
When it comes to like the music and the acting. But let's pump our brakes a little bit.
All right.
We're going to talk because there's a lot we got to talk about. Tell me about your first song that you're performing here.
This first song is called Warning, and I wrote it when I felt frustrated with people that I looked up to in the industry, and I just felt like they didn't embrace me the way I have embraced people that look up to me, or I would have embraced, And I was just like, you know what, I was going to come in here and be silent, and just now I'm coming to this warning. I'm going to be me, and that's what it's about. And it's a fun song. It's a turn-up song. The video I directed to it was basically kind of mimicking, how minorities are looked at today, regardless where you come from, whatever. They always have a perception about how you're going to be. So, check that video out, Warning.
All right, here he goes. Trevor Jackson live here on the Heat, SiriusXM. Yes, you're on the Heat, SiriusXM. I'm Mina SayWhat. Got my guy Trevor Jackson in here with me. It's Black Music Month. What's next in R&B and hip hop? We're highlighting it all month. Trevor, I feel like you're what's next, what's now. You're everything. You're like the evolution of an entertainer. You're doing music, you're doing videos, you're directing videos, and now you films, and you're on a sitcom. You're not just doing the scripted stuff, you're doing the movie stuff. Yeah. So I'm really excited about you, and I'm happy to have seen how you've been growing.
Yes, I mean, in the beginning, I remember when I first met, all I done was Disney. She was like, so you're, I was like, no, I'm working. No, but I'm thankful every part of my life I've learned something, and I feel like that's kind of my message, is just acceptance of yourself and the mistakes that you make and the lessons you learn. That's why I decided to call the album Rough Drafts, and this album Rough Drafts too, because you don't get the final draft the first time. It takes falling a trillion times to realize where you stand and how to position yourself to succeed in life in whatever field it is. So, just accepting the beauty and all the imperfections, and that's how you get the best work.
So how old are you now?
I'm 22.
22. So I met you when you were like 16, I think. Yep. Wow, so you've grown so much in that amount of time.
Just a little bit.
It's a lot. I will talk about it, because when I see Superfly, I'm like, wait a minute, I don't know if I'm ready to see him in this light.
My grandma was at the premiere. She was like,
all right, I'm not ready for all this.
Papa was like,
I still have 60-year-old Trevor in my head. I'm like, good Lord Jesus.
Yeah.
So you're doing like an acoustic trap thing today, right?
Yeah.
So, introduce your guitarist here for me.
This is one of the greatest guitarists of all time, and I don't mind saying that. His name is Brunis.
Appreciate that.
Hey, Brunis.
Thank you. What's going on, y'all?
He's also my musical director, and you're about to go on tour. And he actually was the person, when I said I wanted to play guitar, the guy I went to, he's like my Yoda. And I was like, teach me. I was like Doctor Strange. He was like, show me how to do that. So he's amazing, man, and super talented. And he's toured with some of the greatest artists in the world.
So you play the guitar now? What else do you play?
I play guitar. That's it. I can fake some drums. I can look good playing some drums.
Right.
Guitar, I really, and even guitar, I'm still very, very amateur at. So I'm working on it. But
so how is it working with him?
Working with Trevor is
self-explanatory.
Nice. He cuts the check.
Yo, that was self-explanatory.
Oh man, no,
it's blank.
No, he actually inspires me to practice a lot more than I normally do. It's absolutely crazy how fast he can learn. It's abnormal, especially for the guitar, because it is different from every single instrument. It doesn't repeat itself like a piano would do. And so I remember after our first couple of lessons just coming back, I'm like, yo, he learns super fast,
He would never tell me this.
I would never tell him that.
Because normally this is how I learn more about the person.
He would never tell me. When I see him, he's like, yeah, it's whack. Do it again. I need to step up.
So is it like that when you're doing these movie roles? You get the scripts really fast? It's really simple for you?
For me, when I'm doing movies or any type of screen acting, I don't like to look at the scripts until like the day of, because I feel like I overthink everything. So I just feel like the most natural way is to get it and be in the room And yeah, I mean, obviously, if it's a character role and I need to learn an accent or something, I'll work on that. But in terms of like the words, I don't like to see the words until the day of, just so I can be as real as I can be.
Wow.
Yeah, but some people hate that. They hate working like that. It's like, you didn't read the script. I read it 9 times. It's like, all right, cool.
Are you happy with where you are in life?
I am. I mean, there's always gonna be.
Because I worry about you.
Why?
I don't know. I hear the music. I see the tweets. I see what's going on social media. I be worrying. Sometimes I wish I had your number, and I'm like,
don't worry, I'm good. No,
okay.
I'm happy. Like I said, I embrace everything. You know, you can live your life one of 2 ways. You can let things happen to you and just sit there and do nothing, or you can turn it into something. And I feel like that's what I'm most thankful for. Everything that's happened to me, I've been like, damn, this is nothing bad that has happened to me. Have I not realized why it happened later, and it been a positive thing? You know what I'm saying? And I think if you look at life like that and live it like that, it's a lot more peaceful, and there's not as much killing and hate, and there's a lot more love when you live your life like that. So.
Right. You mentioned in warnings that some people didn't embrace you.
Yeah.
Right? Who are these people?
I'm not going to say their names, but definitely people that I looked up to. And I was just like, damn, really? Wow.
Was that disappointing?
It was. It was like, and it's not even like they were like said some disrespectful things to me. It's just like this, even the looks, or like, I just feel like if I saw me and I was somebody that, I know this kid looked up to, I'm like, hey man, you good? What's going on? Everything. It's just been like, oh, this is my competition. Let me not.
Oh, so you think it's a competitive thing?
Yeah,
like they look at you and size you up a little bit.
And most people, they're like that, and then they know how old I am, and they're like, oh, yeah. But they think I'm like older, like trying to come for this. I'm like, dude, there's enough for everybody.
Right, right. What's up with the hair? I noticed the new hair. It's old to you, but the little ponytail.
Oh, the rat tail. Yeah. No, I grew that for the first album when I started playing guitar. Prince was like I already loved Prince growing up, but then I like dove into him when I was like 20, 21.
Yeah.
And just realized how dope he was. And I was like, if he can stand up here in a purple outfit and wear heels and stand behind that, I can stand behind whatever kind of music I want to make. I don't care what people think. So it kind of gave me the ability to want to play guitar, write my own music, and not care what anybody else thought. So
okay. What you filling her up with?
Filling up with food, a good meal.
Is that what it is? That's not what I heard.
Filling up with whatever fits,
Trevor Jackson is here. We're going to continue talking to him. I want to know who you're filling these things up, who the person is receiving these things that you're filling them up with. We'll talk. Trevor Jackson is here. You're on the Heat, SiriusXM. I'm Mina SayWhat. It's Black Music Month. You're on the Heat, SiriusXM. I'm Mina SayWhat. It's Black Music Month. We're highlighting what's next in R&B and hip hop. My friend Trevor Jackson is here. Musician, writer, director, actor. Am I missing anything?
A lover of life.
Surfer.
Life.
Surfer. That's right. You do like to surf. Have you always been surfing? I don't know a lot of people of color who be surfing out here, Trevor.
I learned to surf when I was 11.
Okay.
And then I stopped for like 8 or 9 years. And I remember someone was like, you surfing? I was like, yeah. And I went out and I was horrible. And that was all I needed, was to not be good at something, to be like, I'm going to get good at this. And yeah, that kind of saves me. Like, when I'm stressed out, whatever, I'll go to the middle of the ocean, see some dolphins, some seal. Some freaking stingray. It's a little frightening, but it's cool.
So the last song you talked about, you want to fill a girl up with something. Who is this girl?
There's no girl at the moment. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to, focus on career.
There's a song, and you're going to do the song later. It's called Spam in a Can.
Yeah.
So you're upset. All your ex-girlfriends are mad at you, and, someone didn't show up to your show.
Yeah.
So there's something going on.
I mean, these are just, life lessons you go through, you write about it, and you let it go.
And that's it?
I was telling somebody earlier today, those like lanterns? I don't know which culture does it, but they like light the lanterns and the lanterns like fly, or you like put in the water.
Okay.
And you put like your prayers or whatever. That's how I feel like my music is. Like,
so that's it? After you write about them, you cut them off?
Not that I cut them off, but I'm over that emotion of like, whether I have like, animosity or any type of whatever. Once it's in that, it became something great, and then I can let it go.
Okay. Yeah. So let's talk about Grownish.
You full of shit.
Listen, when you're ready to tell me you will, it's all right. It's okay. I hear it in the music, so I know something's going on.
It's real life.
You can tell me whatever you want. I heard the song. So, Grownish Season 2 is out right now. You just got renewed for Season 3.
Yes.
So, congratulations
Very
on that.
excited about that. I'm so proud of my cast and crew and the writers, and everybody so kind, and that's the best thing you can ask for when going to work. Everybody got that one person, but I've yet to find that, and I'm thankful that I can just have a good time and, be funny and laugh. I remember before I did Grownish, I did a lot of drama, American Crime, and I did Burning Sands, which were both very dramatic roles, and I had to cry, and it was just like a lot of weight on me. And I was like, God, I appreciate the roles. I appreciate it, but can I please get something that's,
light?
Yeah, and then literally
and
I met Kenya at Sundance when I for Burning Sands, so it's kind of like full circle.
Right. Yeah. So in this season, your character. So in last season, your character likes Yara Shahidi's character. You guys go to school together. Your character is very you're smart. You're an activist. Mm-hmm. You're cute. You're thoughtful. You're sweet. You're very youthful, right? But now you're dealing with her girlfriend.
I mean, she chose up.
What does that mean?
What would you do?
I'm asking you. Is that okay?
I'm saying I feel like as long as there was, because someone asked me this question, they were like, would you be mad if one of your homeboys messed with the girl that you're with? And I was like, if it was my girlfriend and we were together years, you know what I'm saying? Absolutely, I'd be mad. But if it was some girl we had a night with or we had a moment, you know what I'm saying? I'm cool,
Really?
Yeah. But I think if I'm in something and I want to be with a girl and she tells me no to pick somebody else and her friend is going to give me the love I feel I deserve, why would I neglect myself of happiness because of your ego or your pride? I won't do it.
Because, listen, in my mind, girl code, even if we had a brief thing or a long thing, that's it. You're marked territory. You can't go to my friend. That's it. You're off the list. There's no way. So you're not like that. You're going to share unless you had something real serious.
Yeah, for sure.
Damn, you just be sharing them out here.
No, not sharing them, but that means not girls. These are people that you love. I feel like, if that's someone she had a moment in my life and a part of my heart, then no, absolutely not.
Okay.
But, we all just kind of have good times.
So are you still filming that or are you done filming season 2?
I'm done filming season 2. I go back and film season 3, I think in July. Mm-hmm. I believe, and I'll be filming till October.
Okay, so now I want to talk about Superfly because your character in Superfly, first of all, you did so phenomenal.
Thank you so much.
There's 5 people here. Can we clap it up for that?
Oh, thank you so much.
I literally had a proud moment. I was so happy for you.
Thank you very much.
I was so proud of you. It was weird for me to see you in this sexy, drug dealer, violent role, but you ripping girls' shirts off and stuff, doing karate. Yeah. It was very sexual. I was like, wait a minute, that's little Trevor.
It was a dream come true, honestly. I was saying earlier, I talked to I just grew up watching Blade and iRobot and Matrix. And my dream, since I was little, I was always acting out fight scenes and slow-mo cool shit. And the fact that I could do that was a dream come true with the guy who produced Matrix. So it was just kind of full circle.
Did all the music videos.
Yeah. But Joe Silver, who produced it, did Matrix, which was crazy. And then Michael K. Williams, Jason Mitchell became my brother on there.
Jason, he played Tupac.
Yes, Easy.
Easy, right.
But and I just grew a lot. I feel like I learned a lot about myself filming that, and I love the character. I think he came out pretty cool.
So what's harder for you, the nerdy, activist kid, or the sex symbol, drug dealer guy?
I think for that, I don't want to say harder, but different because Aaron is compared to me in terms of physicality is me. You know what I'm saying? I don't try and do anything. But for
Aaron is your Grownish character.
Yeah, Grownish character. He's very much like me, the way he moves and all that. But for Superfly, I really try to even fix my body language and the way I walked. And I just kind of, tried to make him different. I wanted to make somebody that you want to be friends with, but we're also a little scared of. And so, and even the voice, I'll try to change our voice a little bit. It's so funny when I meet people that are huge fans of that movie and they meet me, they're like, you were nothing like the guy. I'm like, I'm an actor.
You are not sexy.
I'm an actor, dude. I can make it look good, you know what I'm saying?
Wait, so how about this threesome scene? Was that uncomfortable for you?
You said uncomfortable?
You're having sex on camera with 2 women.
That's cute that you said that. No, I'm joking. I was not uncomfortable at all. I had a great time. It was funny because I was the only one that was comfortable. I was dancing around. I'm like, come on. And they're like, oh my God, are we going?
I would have been uncomfortable.
That's what they're doing.
I'm on camera with 2 men.
Like, guys, we're getting paid to do what we do all the time. Stop playing. Let's shoot this thing. Let's get done. And they're in there complaining, the water's cold. I'm like, come on. I'm dancing around. I'm like,
did you wear that little cup?
Yeah, no, it's a sock.
Oh,
which is painful because you have to put your balls and your dick in there, which is not the most comfortable thing.
So you wore the sock. Did they wear that protective material?
Yeah, they had pads and then they had the protective material.
All right, good. So you did it in an
But the
adult
water
way.
was cold. which wasn't good for me. I was very disappointed.
All right, speaking of water, your song. Right.
This is called Puddles, and it's a love song, but I wanted to make it because, I made the video, a surf video, because I feel like, a lot of love songs make the video, and it's just guys and girl in bed, and I've seen it before, and I wanted to do something that feels like an escape, which I feel like a good relationship should be, is an escape, an oasis for you to retreat to, and that's what surfing is for me, so check out the video, and here we go.
Can we clap? Like, spam in a can, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I have so much going through my mind.
Me too.
Wait, you remind me of Drake.
Oh.
Have you ever gotten that?
I've never gotten that. I love Drake, though. He's a great artist.
I mean, the singing, the rapping, the cadence, the acting backgrounds. I don't know. I got Drake vibe. I felt like I was listening to Passion Fruit or something right now.
Thank you. That's not a bad compliment. I do love Drake.
So you said in the song people call you legend.
Yeah. I
Who's
feel like
done that?
people around me, people that I don't know, people that I do know. But it's since I was little, I feel like, I don't know. I think maybe that's a part of why I believe it too, is because of the people that I love and respect of, my brother being like him and my mom being like the number one kind of people that told me that first. And then throughout my life, as I met people, I've heard it, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, okay. And it's a lot to hear that.
You're 22.
Yeah, but even, younger, hearing that, being like, oh, you're meant to be this, so every decision you make, that's in the back of your head, like, damn, I can't even, you feel like when you're less than yourself, you're not fulfilling that, know? But I realize now I have to go through all the shit to be that.
Exactly.
So that's why I'm kind of
I want to talk about some of the things you said in this song.
Yeah.
Your friends that say you're friends, but they don't call you.
Yeah.
Does that happen a lot to you?
All the time. I'm telling you, this has happened. People be like, yo, so do you know blah, blah, blah? I'd be like, who? They'd be like, oh my God, they said you're best friends with your bro. Like, and I literally, they'll show me a picture, I'd be like, I met the guy one time, maybe, at like a party. Or like, you know what I'm saying? And so that happens. Or it'll be people that I didn't know. And it's like, yeah, I'm like, oh, you ain't called me in 2, 3, 4 years. You know? How are we best friends? You know? But they call me bestie, but never call me. It's just kind of funny.
Is it hard for you to have genuine friends now that you're in the position that you're in?
Absolutely. I mean, I try and keep my circle tight because of that. But, you can't help you love who you love. Friendships, relationships, you kind of fall into things. But I always kind of have my eyes open and ears and, I just kind of take it with a grain of salt, trust that it'll be handled, you know what I mean?
How do you protect yourself from that? Because when you're in a position where you could financially provide for other people, it kind of becomes second nature. Yeah. So how do you protect yourself from people that are just for you because of that? Well,
even when it comes to relationships I'm in with women, I often don't spend money because I don't want that to be
That's right, baby!
I'm going to be honest.
Money.
But people
don't
really...
spend no money on them.
But people will really be like, oh my God, you're so not chivalrous. And I'm like, hold on, it's 2019, we equal. You make your money, I make my money. And I feel like once it's my woman, that's the woman I love and we're together and you've earned that, of course I'll pay for everything. But in the beginning, I'm often very because I'm like, don't think that that's what this is. This isn't I feel like we both got to be whole and then we can roll together. You can't have half and half. It'd be, it's not even. So...
Do you buy bags and shoes and stuff?
No.
Oh, good.
I buy food. We can go on a trip.
We can go to Chinese food.
Memories. We're going to make memories, not things that will deteriorate when we're gone.
Okay.
Know?
The next point. You used some drugs and then had some problems.
Yeah, we all do. We all do stuff, yeah.
What drug was this?
I'm not saying specific drugs, but, sometimes you make decisions, you do some shit, and you're like, fuck, why'd I do that? And that's part of the reason why,
How'd you handle that? It's a little embarrassing.
It's
embarrassing to put it in a song.
It is, but it's real. And it's, and that's what I'm about. I'm about being real. Right. But yeah, it is, and thankfully the people, they understood, why.
So you're in the moment and you're trying to go and you can't go.
Yeah, and that's
what do you do?
It's because because love is a drug too, and I feel like, you're always whatever, and then the person that you really care about, you can't even fully perform because you've just been giving yourself away, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of made me value my body more in that sense, and just kind of obviously I still fuck up, I'm still, a human being, but I just was able to look at myself differently, realizing if you give yourself to everybody that you meet, the person that you really love, you'll be empty by that time. And you don't want that. You want to, have some for the person that you really care about.
Yeah, don't be a man whore, Trevor. Okay, and who's calling you weirdo? What
everybody.
Who? Why?
Everybody, because I'm just me, and I don't change. And so people expect me to, conform when I get into rooms. I'm like, I'm always gonna be the guy that's up dancing. I'm always gonna be the guy loudest, being funny. Like, it's just who I am. And, you know, you meet people that their whole thing is their persona, that I'm cool. And once, like, this guy's weird, like, he's all out of him. So I'm just like, yo, this is who I am. I'm always gonna be that way, you know? So.
All right. Well, I'm proud of you, Trevor.
Thank you. Appreciate
You're
that.
directing your own videos as well. So there's visuals for all of the songs on Rough Draft Part 2.
Not all the songs, but majority of them.
Majority.
But all of the videos I did direct, yes, and came up with the concept and treatment.
The treatment.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Look at you, all
Yeah,
creative. And there's a tour coming. It's actually, you're on tour right now.
Yep.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So June 20th, we're doing San Francisco. June the 24th, we're doing Atlanta. June the 26th, we're doing Chicago. And then June the 29th, we're in Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
Correct?
You're coming to that, right?
I'll come for you. And I'll show up so you don't put me in a song.
Yeah, well, hey, you will. Neighbor went to SiriusXM. She told me she's going to next him. She said she'd be at my show.
So just when I'm there,
Yes,
you know, make sure that you talk to me and stuff. Don't be one of those that be like, yo, Ma, come to my show. And then I'm there and I'm outside. I can't get in. You like talk to my people. Like, don't even invite me if you're going to do me like that. I'll watch it on YouTube.
I got you. You'll be good, I promise.
All right. Trevor Jackson, make sure you support the album, Rough Drafts Part 2, the tour, and movies. What do you got going on that front?
I'm producing some stuff right now. Nothing I can talk about, but yeah, some stuff is coming soon. Grownish, and yeah.
And Mixish, are you going to be involved with that?
I'm not going to be.
Why? What's going on? Blackish, Grownish, Mixish?
Hey,
what's that about?
if it isn't broke, don't fix it. I think that's what they're thinking, and I'm with it.
How many shows
like,
are you going to put out?
They put out Grownish. They're like, oh, this works. Let's just keep going.
Mixish, all right. Trevor Jackson, thank you for stopping by.
Thank you. I had a blast.
Thank you for listening. I'm Mina SayWhat. You're on The Heat, SiriusXM.